Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rebels Arca series tonight at Nashville Fairgrounds, and we're getting ready for a fantastic race here. Gridding has already started, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Your Chuck Peg Leg Pole Award winner is Garrett Kinder with a 19.305. Tyler Rice starting in second place. Jason Warren starting third. Starting fourth, Brandon Wallace. Starting fifth, Matt Clemens. Starting sixth, Stephen McDonald. Starting seventh, Mike Costick. Starting eighth, Josh Oswald. Starting ninth, Cody Bain. Starting 10th, Jonathan Cofield. Starting 11th, Mickey Isaac. Starting 12th, Jason Lottridge. Starting 13th, Chuck Feltz. Starting 14th, David Jones. Starting 15th, Thomas Sly. Starting 16th is William Griffith. Starting 17th, Jake Cunningham. 18th, Aaron Adcock. 19th, Michael Nash. 20th, Alan Renecki. 21st, Chris Reese. 22nd, Kai Shepard. And 23rd, Greg Froelich. And tonight we are at a cutoff race for this series as we get ready to jump into the playoffs. And right now, trying to see if I can pull up the standings. I do apologize, trying to get something taken care of before this thing gets started. Kind of running up against the clock with the nationwide, or the Grand National Series as we're getting ready to go green here. And we'll talk about the points as we get this thing rolling. We'll see who's where as we're getting ready to come to the green flag. But right now, we'll see once the race is over, but the cutoff races start, the playoffs. Right now, Chuck Feltz sitting in the 16th position. But we're getting ready to go green here. Garrett Kinder going to lead us down to the green flag. And green flag is out. 125 laps at Nashville to set the stage for the playoffs. And from what I heard tonight, it's going to be a mess, as this is going to be a very, very tough racetrack. Car loose, going to be hard to pass, but right now, look at Tyler Rice making that outside work, fighting hard, and here he is trying to pass for the lead as caution comes out already, as Cody Bain sitting backwards up against the outside retaining wall. Let's go back and see what happened. Coming off the quarter with Josh Oswald on the outside. Oh, Stephen McDonald's going to get to the wall, and he gets turned. And Cody Bain just at just the wrong place at the wrong time, and he goes around. So caution already out on lap 3. But some folks said this is going to be a tough race. Going to be a lot of issues passing. We saw some great side-by-side action there, but going to be tough. Going to have to make it to the end. You do have one faster pair, but you don't want to use it early. So. But Tyler Rice able to get the lead from Garrett Kinder, and so he will have the control of the restart as we go back green here. Hopefully you're going to see a little bit of green flag action, but I think tonight's going to be a tough deal, as the Nashville Fairgrounds is a fun track. We'll actually go on board with you kind of see the track if you've never seen it before. I mean, to me, it's one of the best tracks on iRacing. I know a lot of people love North Wilkesboro, but Nashville Fairgrounds may be one of my favorite. You kind of drive down in there and it gives you a big old hug in the corner. You just try to, you're like a slot car. You got to drift up a little bit in the middle, get that good run off, get the speed down the straightaways, and man, it just makes for a blast racing. I would love to be racing here tonight, but it's a cutoff race. I don't want to. Didn't want to get in the way. Definitely didn't want to put any playoff drivers by making mistakes. So, but we've got plenty of drivers here tonight. 23 drivers, and we're getting ready to go back green here. It's Tyler Rice going to have control of the restart after getting the lead early. Let's see if Garrett Kinder can try to stay close by, but Tyler Rice is going to get a nice jump. That's going to give him sole control of the race, and all the racing is going to be back behind him as they go barreling down into turn 1 and 2. Going to be tough on the camera. You have to forgive me as I try to get as much of the action as possible. These camera angles, not all of them are great at this track. We'll do the best we can. Tyler Rice still out with the lead. What is this camera angle? Yellow flag is out, though. Aaron Adcock has gone around. Let's go check out what happened to Aaron. Going to the inside of Alan Rudnicki. Coming off the corner. Everything looks good. And, oh, just making a little contact. And 23 goes down to the inside wall. And that car is busted. He will definitely have to go down and get a fast repair. Hopefully he can make it down through there. So drivers using those fast repairs early. Not what you want to do, but, you know, with Aaron, not really much he could do there. He was kind of along for the ride. So another caution. Going to be a long night, so go ahead and, you know, if you need some popcorn, you need a cold beverage, might as well go ahead and get it. We're going to be in it for a while, I would imagine, as we get kind of settled in. Everybody gets used to racing around each other. We'll kind of go over the points while we're looking. Michael Kostick sits atop the point standings. Of course, this is pre-playoffs, so wins will obviously give you a slight advantage going into the playoffs. But Michael Kostick sitting up at the top of the standings. You won't be able to see this, but I'll give you the goods. 2 points back is his teammate Jonathan Cofield with 3 wins on the season. Steve McDonald with a few points back in third. Alan Rudnicki in fourth. Tyler Rice tied with Allen. Jason Lottridge in 6th, Brandon Wallace 7th, 8th, Brandon Pollock, William Griffith 9th, 10th is Matt Clemon, Mickey Isaac 11th, Josh Oswald 12th, Jason Warren 13th with a win, Greg Froelich 14th with a win as well, 15th Charles Stevens, and then Chuck Peglick-Phelps in 16th. Kind of hard to see where everybody's going to end up. You got some guys who aren't eligible for the playoffs. You got some winners outside of the top 16, so we'll have to wait. There's really no way of seeing how everybody's going to play out until we get into the playoffs, until the final regular season standings are posted. But, you know, now's a good time if you have not gotten a win and hadn't locked yourself into the playoffs. Now's a good time to go ahead and get that win, get those bonus points. So anybody outside of the top 16, and there's a lot of drivers. Aaron Adcock, Michael Nash, quite a few drivers who can get that win and get into the playoffs. Pace car is off, though. We're going to get ready to go back green. Tyler Rice with the lead. And green flag is out. Tyler Rice gets another good jump as he tries to hold off that 13. They go down to turn 1. Nose to tail. Back behind him, it is a side-by-side race, and you see Michael Kostick gassing up in the middle of the corner, trying to make that car scoot on through there and get around that 19 machine. It's 19 doing a great job. And outside, when you're side-by-side, the outside is going to be a very, very strong line to be in. when you're running by yourself, you want to use the whole track. Up front, though, we got a battle. Garrett Kinder starting to look on the back end of that 6 machine. See how tough it is to get down to the inside and make that move work, as the car really wants to drift out and be able to use the exit. Garrett Kinder trying to make it work and get a run down through here. Oh, and sideways as he tries to get the power down in that Arca car and get it going. Tyler Rice tried to fight back a little bit. Going to have that nose out to the right rear quarter, so Garrett Kinder not clear just yet. Tyler Rice going to drive down into the corner, try to keep that position as they come off the corner. Keep that high side. Garrett Kinder not able to make that move just yet. Tyler Rice doing a great job of battling it. Passing is going to be hard to do, so you want to make it as tough as possible. And so far, Tyler Rice doing a great job, but the 13 sideways off the corner, as he is doing everything he can, using that throttle to get that position. And you see us drawing the number 3 of Michael Kostick into this thing. You see 13 driving it off the corner down low, almost getting onto the apron to make it happen, but still not able to make that pass. What a great battle. They have been side by side for multiple laps. Garrett Kinder almost clear there, but not able to make it happen. Caution is out. Jason Lotris has gone around. Let's check that out. On the high side, you can already see that car coming around as he gives the throttle a little bit too much. The car comes around. Little sail spin. And able to get that thing back going. So under our 3rd caution of the night, as Garrett Kinder was able to get that position when the caution came out. And he is back up front. Michael Kostick making a lot of moves here. Jonathan Cofield, these Bandit Motorsports guys, making their moves to the front. Al Renecki up 9 spots from where he started to. So a lot of movement. Aaron Adcock, you see there in the 23, going to get the lucky dog and get back on the lead lap after that contact with the inside wall. Had to use his fast repair. And get back on the lead lap and try to get the win. It's going to be an uphill battle. Going to be tough to make it up to the front, but never know what can happen. That's why we race. All right, Kevin Powell in chat. Do you happen to know how I can join this league? Well, absolutely I do. I will. I'll post the Discord link in chat. And you join Discord. There is a new member roster that you'll see when you join the Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, it's discord.com. That is the best way of doing it. All right, there you are. So just jump down in there. Tell them which series. Now, the league is called Original Rebels, and there are quite a few series that are run. So this particular one is the Friday night Arca series. You'll see it labeled as Rebels Arca, and just post it in there and say that's what you want to run. They'll get you sorted out. Give them time. Not always able to get it done right away. Of course, right now a lot of them in the race. So. Lights are off in the pace car, getting ready to go back green. Right now, Garrett Kinder will have control of the restart, and Jason Warren up on the second row, top side. Expect to see him make some moves here. So. It's going to be a battle all the way to the end. For just about everybody up here. Look how many cars we got on the track. Garrett Kinder gets rolling. Tyler Rice not able to get the power down on that outside as, man, they fan out all over the place. Who the heck was that? Brandon Wallace went way up the track in that 99 Reaper Racing entry as he is going to the outside. We're looking to the outside. Whoa, up front. Tyler Rice makes contact with the 3. Let's go on board with Michael Kostick. Peeking down to the inside. You know, getting position on the inside is the first part of it. Then you gotta make the pass. Oh, it gets loose off the corner, and you see how tough it is to make the pass on the inside as he gets extremely loose on the bottom. Jonathan Cofield settles in the 4th position. Jason Warren in the 45, just going backwards. Not really sure what's going on with him. He seems to be just sort of letting folks by. So I don't know what's going on with the 45 machine, but seems to be having some sort of issue. And he is going all the way to the back. So don't know what's going on with the 45. Maybe somebody will let me know. But he has given up that top 5 position and is going all the way to the back. Kevin Kinder says, I think they need a few more poles in the infield. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff strung up on this track. Al Renecki continuing his march to the front as he looks down to the inside of Brandon Wallace. See if he can make that move work. Try a different camera angle so Kevin Kinder doesn't get his swimmy headed, trying to look through all those poles. Al Renecki, 11 spots from where he started, but I'll tell you what, someone else who's making a big surge to the front is William Griffith. He started 16th, man, running in 6th place in that 12. What the heck is that, Burger King? I can't read the front of it. Well, it's a Burger King logo, but it says McDonald's. So that 12 machine, as it gets a little bit loose, that 12 machine looking strong though, as he has made his push towards the front. And right in front of him is a 17. No surprise, the short track guys are finding some speed. But, man, this battle right here has been going on for a while. Tyler Rice not allowing anybody an easy pass around him. He is going to fight for every position. That's what you got to do. It's called racing, not just riding. So Tyler Rice doing what he can to hold these guys off. And it looks like Michael Kostic will be able to complete that pass. Oh, Tyler Rice got a nice run there. We'll see. Man, just love how these cars are driving through these corners. I'm extremely jealous that I'm not out here racing. Tyler Rice makes a nice little move to keep the bleed. Oh, then he's going to go around. He gets sideways and slides to the inside wall. And oh, William Griffith goes around. We got a big wreck here on the back straightaway. All kinds of drivers that come piling in as the whole track is blocked. And you see William Griffith, who we just talked about, in that Jason Warren, who had fallen all the way back, just don't know where to go, and all kinds of drivers involved, as that was a huge wreck. My goodness. Whew. That was a lot. Let's go back and let's see if we can see where that all started, as Tyler Rice trying to get that car down to the bottom, been running up at the top, using that right rear a little bit more, heated it up, and then it just kind of all happens behind him. Griff, I don't know what happened to him, but he was good. Now, he had the same problem. Yeah, he got loose just like Tyler Rice did, overcorrected up into the wall right in front of the field. Stephen McDonald, Matt Clemon involved in that. Chuck Pegler comes to a stop. And then David Jones making contact with the 45. Good grief, that was wild right there. Al Wernicke's running in second place after that. Let's see, let's watch it from his view. They're on board with Al Wernicke. Is the whole, my goodness. What a fantastic job if you're the 72 machine. What a great job getting through that. That was terrifying as it was going on all over. And got a lot of cars on pit road, though. The 68 of Steve McDonald is all toe up. So I don't know if he had already used his fast repair or he had to tow due to an engine problem. Sometimes the engines get blown and you're not able to drive back and get that fast repair, so you have to tow. And that takes some time, so that may be what's going on with him. Once he does get towed and gets back to the pits, he will be able to get his fast repair, I believe. So, my goodness. Just a mess out there. All lap 44 of 125, so we still got a long way to go in this race. Right now, Michael Kostic showing your leader. How many tire sets we got tonight? Let's find that out. 4 sets of tires. I believe that's 1 that you start on and 3 in the pit. So if that's true, that is a tough limit. That's pretty much 30 or so laps per set. So we're going to see some guys, some different tire strategies. Right now, Garrett Kinder running in the 7th position. He will be the first car on 4 tires, pitting from the lead. You pretty much have to. And these guys up front using this track position, saving a set of tires. And I don't know. That's a tough decision to make. Saving tires. Tires will make a difference, but if you ain't got nowhere to go, sometimes it won't be as useful. We'll see what they can do. Michael Kostic going to hold down the top spot. He's ready to get this thing back green. Michael Kostic in that. Jack Daniels, number 3, gets a fantastic restart with Al Wernicke being able to get right there behind him as we watch the 13 and the 58 as they are on brand new tires. The 86, of Thomas Sly, really slow on those old tires. 13 trying to make some moves. Jonathan Cofield gets a nice restart, has a lane open up, so he is the first car on 4 fresh tires. You see he is really slicing and dicing them, getting up through there. As Jake Cunningham in that City Chevrolet. Oh my goodness. Very, very close is, oh my goodness. They're just trying to just stay out of the way for the most part. Oh, Mickey Isaac goes around. Tyler Rice involved again. Tyler Rice evolved as well. And so he is going around, man, leading this race and now running back in the 22nd with a tow-up race car. What happened there? Let's go back and find out. Well, this is the wrong one. We'll go to the right replay. Goes down into the corner. And you see Matt Clements sliding up the track. He makes contact with Mickey Isaac, and then Mickey Isaac with nowhere to go, and so is Tyler Rice just along for the ride. So Matt Clements getting really loose, four-wheel sliding up the track. It makes a little contact, but that's the kind of stuff you expect to see here. That's not a surprise at all. So, got some folks coming down pit road. Maybe getting some damage fixed. 45, Jason Warren. Saw him sort of involved in that last little pile up as he got run over coming to a stop. Mickey Isaac, Chris Reese, Kai Shapper. Well, do I dare bring Jason Warren up in the chat and see if the lights are out on the pace car just yet. Not quite yet. Let's bring him up here real quick. Jason and Eddie in the booth. You got me?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, man, what's going on out there? We saw you up in the top 5, and then you kind of got up in the high line and went all the way to the back. What are you doing? You trying to get to the back of the draft, or what's going on?
I'm just struggling, and we're trying to figure something out the last 75 laps. Just mine's not all there tonight. We're just trying to run some laps, and we'll see what happens here.
All right, 10-4. Well, good luck, man.
All right, appreciate it, brother.
That's Jason Warren. Running in the 22nd spot, down 19 spots before he started. So just trying to get it all figured out, he said. We are closing in on halfway. Lights are off on the pace car. Keep an eye on the 58 of Jonathan Cofield, 13 of Garrett Kander, Josh Oswald. Those are your fresh tires as they are on the third row on back. So going to be a tight little battle here as you got new tires, old tires. Those guys trying to make it to the front, trying to keep it clean. Michael Kosick with another good jump in 13. The 27 of Michael Nash does not get going, so the 13 with nowhere to go, he's going to lose a few spots. Cofield getting really, really lucky with the lines that are moving, and he is doing a fantastic job of navigating that as he is now looking to make his way into the top 3 side by side. Cody Boehm, Alan Renecki, and caution is back out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Jason Warren sitting on pit road. I don't see anything. See if maybe we can find out what happened to bring that caution out. I don't have anything that says this is what happened. Oh, and Jason Warren just loses it. Oh, just gets on the brakes really, really hard. That brake bias really, really low and gets into it. And he just calls it a night. You know, some nights you have to do that, man. Sometimes you're just not feeling it, not having a good time. Things don't seem to be going right, and sometimes you have to pull the plug to say, hey, I'm done with it. that's on the hood of the 13 can't make it out. Well, heck, let's go check it out. You already knew. You just want to see it on screen. Ratchet Speed Shop on the hood of that 13. As we just change camera angles to make y'all mad. You know how people don't like when we change cameras too much. It looked like a big T. Let's look out. The roof cam on Michael Kostick out with the lead. These cautions, he's loving this. Is just clicking away laps. Not really having to race that hard when you're under caution. So he's got the lead. He doesn't have to really fight too hard. I think if a green flag, we get a nice little green flag run here, you can expect to see those fresh tires start to make their way towards the front. But we'll see. We'll see how big a difference it's going to make as they make their way up towards the front of the field. Lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to go back green. Just shy of halfway. Still 21 drivers on the lead lap. Kostick gets a good start, but Cody Bain does too. 78 looking a little racy as Cofield positions himself in the third position. See the 13 of Garrett Kinder trying to work the top side on Alan Renecki. Lord of mercy. Not able to make it. Oh, and he's got a slight contact with Alan Renecki. He was able to save it. I don't know if it was contact or Renecki just gets loose trying to maintain that position, but able to save it. So good job by Alan. Alan yet to pit for tires, so he is the second driver on old tires right now. Kostick out there on an island on those old tires, and last lap he was the fastest car on the track. So Kostick doing a great job saving those tires. We'll see as they cross the line. Kostick's still the fastest, so that's really impressive. Kostick yet to come down pit road, and he is showing a lot of strength in that 3 machine. A great battle here between the 99 and 17. See the 17 get really, really loose trying to make that pass. Allen, after saving that car, now he's got to make up a little bit of ground. He still made up 13 spots where he started, but he had kind of gotten into the top 5, but he is still on his first set of tires, so kind of fighting an uphill battle here. Josh Oswald as he tries to run down 99. You see the 99 sort of four-wheel sliding down to the corner. like that rear bumper sticker on the 99. So my driving scares the crap out of me too. Just see how much speed you carry. You let off the throttle, get on the brake a little bit, then you get right back on the throttle. You're on the throttle all the way from early, middle, all the way off. Trying to keep that power down, try not to spin the rear tires. Wall's doing a great job. Go back up front. We got a three-way battle going on. Got brand new tires with Jonathan Gofield in that 58, Garrett Kinder in the 13, and Michael Kostick on the same set of tires he started with, doing a great job of holding these guys off. That's impressive, impressive. You see he gets sideways. Arca car is just the last beacon of drive the heck out of cars. As just a lot of fun pretty much everywhere you go. It's got enough power to break the rear tires loose. Just makes it a blast as these two are going at it. Teammates, Bandit Motorsports, we got a nice little green flag run here on lap 73 of 125 here in the Rebels Arca series. And they are going at it. Oh, as Brandon Wallace gets a little bit loose, going to lose some positions. Saw him almost spin it, able to save it. That apron kind of saved him a little bit as he gets the left sides on it, straightens him out. Tires starting to fade for some folks. Let's get back up front. As hard as you drive into the corner here, it's very, very difficult to get position on somebody. You really have to get the run off the corner, get the nose to that left rear quarter panel, get the spotter call, and even then it's a difficult pass. You see, oh man, counter steer out of the 3 as Cofield goes to the inside. We'll see if teammates are going to battle it out or going to let him go. What's going to happen here? Cofield almost clear and should have the position as they go down into this corner. So now the 13 is going to have to get down. Oh, as the 58 gets a loose off the corner. And right as he gets the lead, he gives it right back to Kostick. So Cofield trying to get a little throttle there and get gone. And he may lose second position out of that. You just hear how much, when you're side by side, how much you have to work that throttle. As you're not able to use the whole track there. Well, it's a great battle here. It's hard. I know some folks get mad. Oh, why you only show the leaders? Well, heck, they're the ones that's racing the best. So that's the ones I'm going to show. So if you get mad, if you go back and watch this, and you're like, why are they not showing this battle back here? Well, heck, this is the best battle on the track. This is what I'm going to show. As now the 13 starting to come alive after that, and now it's his turn to try to make a pass on Kostick. I tell you, I'm really impressed with Kostick as he is making these old tires last a long time, really stretching them. Doesn't really matter if you're able to hang on to the lead and hold these guys off. You know, I can't say it was a bad call to stay out because track position kind of showing to be a little bit more important. And these three drivers about 2.3 seconds ahead of Josh Oswald in that 17. You see him coming off the corner right now. But nose to tail, these three, just a fantastic battle. About to have to start dealing with lap traffic as you see these guys putting a little bit more and more throttle every time and getting a little bit loose as they try to get that power down. Garrett Kinder really leaning on that right rear off the corner. So tough to catch a lap car off the corner like that. They do a great job, though, of getting around Jake Cunningham. Garrett Kinder was trying to make a move on Michael Kostick, yet it looks like now he's sort of racing defensively against Jonathan Cofield. What a great battle, man. I love this. This is I could watch this all day, every day. So tough if you're that middle car because you want to have a little bit of patience. Don't want to push the issue too much. And we've seen guys get loose off the corner and get sideways. You don't want to do that. You want to try to keep those rears as cold as possible and not light them up. And be patient. But Cofield right there on his back bumper is so tough to be patient. Go back and check on Tyler Rice. He's going to the inside. Look. Oh, no. Tyler Rice goes around right as I put the camera on him. The 6 sitting sideways on the front stretch. And, man, it has gone from bad to worse to Tyler Rice as that car looks. I mean, he's got a shorter wheelbase car now, I think. Let's go back and watch that from a different view. Going down to the inside, trying to make that pass on the bottom and just gets those rears kind of lit up. And Kai Schapper would know where to go. Everybody else does a great job of getting around it. So interesting to see what these pit strategies are. Michael Kosick electing to stay out again as Cody Boehm leads the field down on the pit road, so the top 4 stay out. Not surprising. And so guys coming in, we'll see if Cody's going to get 4 tires or just 2. What's the call here? I don't know. We are over halfway, so not much time left. So if you're going to get tires, I think this would have been the best time to do it, because I think after this will be the last stop. I don't think you come back down pit road. Michael Kosick's already shown that you know, tires make a difference, but track position is king here. So we'll see how these tires stack up. 2nd through 4th, last pitted on lap 41. We're on lap 87 now, and Michael Kosick still hasn't pitted. So just going to be a wild race. Kosick definitely didn't want to see that caution. Surprised he didn't come down pit road. I wonder if he's not kicking himself just a little bit for not coming down pit road. Yeah, I know, Kevin. As soon as I put it on Tyler Rice, it goes around. So I guess that's probably my fault. I think if you're Garrett Kinder, you're probably pretty happy with that caution. Seemed like it was really tough to try to make a pass. He made a couple attempts at it and really lit the rears up, trying to get position on the 3. So I would imagine both him and Cofield would be glad to have this caution and let these tires cool off just a little bit and have another go at the 3. But man, I will be impressed if Kosick ends up with the victory, which is very possible. We could, I mean, as it's, you know, it's only 35 laps to go in this race. You know, it's very easy to have caution after caution after caution at a short track, especially with this many cars at the end of a race. Would not surprise me in the slightest. So Kosick just has to continue to get good starts, and the strategy may work out really, really well. But, getting ready to go back green here. Kosick gets a good enough jump. Garrett Kinder able to get in behind him. And Josh Oswald fighting hard on the outside to try to get that 3rd place position. Cofield, they almost make contact. Is Oswald going to take control of 3rd place? Cody Boehm, your first driver on the new tires. He's looking to the outside, man. Those new tires looking good. That 78 machine looking really, really strong. man, he is able to keep that thing wound up and get to the outside, and drivers are having to really just respect that. And, man, he is making some crazy moves on the outside. Those brand new tires looking really, really good. He is still making up so much ground on the entry of the corners and through the middle. It is insane, and he is out there on the top side by himself, able to get to the outside of the 13. He is moving up to second place. Cody getting all he can out of those brand new tires, and Caustic getting loose, trying to hold off, but Cody Bame going to go around to the outside, a battle for the lead with 4 brand new tires. Oh, and yellow is out. Kai Shepard, Jason Lottridge involved. Oh, the back bumper of the 43 hanging off of that Cheerios Pop Secret 43 machine, as he has had some tough contact in that 43 machine. Let's go back and see what happened. Michael Nash on the inside. 43 going to gas it up. And same thing we've seen all night long. Michael Nash gets a front end to the right rear, and he goes around as Kai Shepard just gets loose, trying to get as much as he can off the top side. Gets the car a little bit higher than probably expected and goes around. Collects Michael Nash and Jason Lottridge. So, yeah, interesting. Like I said, interesting call here. I think Mike Caustic probably is kicking himself for not coming down pit road that last time. Only 4 or 5 cars stayed out there. I think he could have come down pit road, restarted in 5th place. Of course, you never know. Being the leader, it's easier for me to sit back with 20/20 vision and say you could have done this, should have done that. You just never know what other folks are going to do. And with Cody Bame with those fresh tires came up through there, I think Mike knew that it was going to be a losing battle from here on. I'd rather be on attack than defense, but he is currently in 16th place. So if we have a rash of cautions, he could be in trouble. But we'll see. We'll see. I think he had to come down pit road. I think he didn't really have a choice. Just a bad luck there as most of the field pitted on that last caution. That does give the lead over to Cody Bame, who, man, has a hot rod for sure. And he's got the fresh tires. Cofield came down pit road as well, so those two, 16th and 17th, we'll keep an eye on them, see if they're able to make their way back to the front. With only 25 laps left, I hate, like I said, I don't want to be critical, and I hate to stutter over and over again, but I King speech, I really feel like that's going to be tough for Michael and Jonathan to get back up to the field, even with 10-lap fresher tires. But really impressive job. I mean, Cody had way fresher tires than the guys he was passing, but it's still a great job to get to the outside, making those smart moves, not trying to go where they are, try to be where they aren't, and make use of it on the outside. He's able to rotate, roll through the corner so much better than everybody else and get out to the outside. Of course, Cody races in real life, so he knows how to get it done. 25 laps to go. If I'm Garrett Kinder, Josh Oswald, I don't feel too good about my position. I think Garrett will get a pretty good start here. Should be able to get behind Cody. But he has got a whole field, him and Josh, has a whole field of fresh tires behind him. Roger Miller says, howdy, Eddie. Congrats on P3. Thanks, sir. Going back green, 25 laps to go here in the Rebels Arca Series. And Cody Bame slow rolling the start there, but gets a huge jump and able to get out ahead. 13 going to power down and get out in front and caution back out. Jake Cunningham is around. 46 City Chevrolet. Been doing a good job here in this race. Not really sure. Probably this little check up here from the start. Oh yeah, Cofield not able to get checked up in time, and he goes around. And we can kind of go back and see that again. You can watch that accordion effect. Most people have been used to how the starts have been going, where folks have been going right now. Where Cody Bame is up at the front of the field. Most of the time, the leaders have been going, so guys are expecting that. Of course, Cody can choose to go when he wants to, and you'll see this accordion effect on that inside line as the cars back up, and then when Jake gets on the brakes, 58 gets in the back of him. So how quickly that can happen. Kind of like somebody stops at a red light and everything kind of checks up real fast. Hard to get woed up in time. So interesting. We'll see how it all plays out, but Cody well outside the top 16, but currently leading this race with 21 laps to go, and with a win could punch his ticket into the playoffs. So Cody Bame with a great opportunity here to make up for, I don't know how many races he has run, may have missed a few, but he sits 26th in points. Is maybe what he needs to kind of get a resurgence here for the playoffs, maybe make a title run. Well, let's talk about a couple folks that are making their way back up through here. Aaron Adcock, we saw him a lap down, taking the Lucky Dogs all the way at the back. I said he needs to stay in it. He can find himself in a position to get a win because he needs one for sure. Pretty sure he does not have a win. Aaron Adcock sitting 21st in points, no win. And he is sitting in the 6th position, so has recovered, done a great job of keeping his head down, staying in this thing. And that 23 machine is back up near the front with fresh tires, so we'll see what he can do with it. But as you get up here, you're going to have to be aggressive. Got to, you can't really cut folks any slack anymore. You got to be super aggressive and take all that you can get. Any spots that you can get on the first couple laps is going to be important. That means everything's going to ramp up. But Cody Bame going to bring us down to the green flag. 19 laps to go, coming to 18. Cody Bame with another great start. It's way out there. Let's see what these guys can do. Garrett Kinder hanging on to for dear life. The 17 as well on older tires as Brandon Wallace gets right to the back bumper. Let's see if the 23, watch what Cody did. See if he can go around the outside. The 23 is going to look out there. Oh, and my goodness, they were 3 wide, and the 23 is going to make contact. And, man, we are wrecking again as, Michael Kostic comes in, barely makes contact, but the 23 goes around. We saw it happening. I don't think Brandon Wallace knew that he was up there. Let's go back and watch that again. You'll see that 23 get up there on the top. Oh, the 23 actually gets a little bit loose on the top side. I thought they were 3 wide from that other camera angle, but it looks like 23 trying to get that position, gets that car a little sideways, and gets the right rear of the 99. And Michael Nash, Matt Clemon, you see the 3 there, making a little bit of contact, which should be okay. Yeah, that was the 23, just knowing that he had a good shot with there and just got a little bit too loose off the corner. I mean, had he been by himself, he would have saved that, no problem, but just makes contact with the 99, and Brandon Wallace goes around. So, like I've been saying, Cody Bain loving this. More cautions, the better. He's got control of the restart. It's going to be very, very difficult for anybody to challenge him on a restart. So the more cautions he can get, the better he is, and the happier he is as he doesn't have to hold off that 13 or the 17 or anybody else for that matter. So we're going to click off at least 4 or 5 laps here. Going to probably have about a 10-lap shootout. I would imagine cautions are not over, as everybody is take at this point. Should be coming to get the one to go here. Let's see if the lights cut out on the pace car. And they do so. Going to be 11 laps to go when we take the green flag. Cody with a great strategy call has found himself up front, controlling this race. If it stays green, just has to make 11 clean laps, and should be able to bring this thing home. That's a lot easier said than done. 11 laps to go here in the Rebels Arca Series. Cody Bain takes off. Another great restart for him. Who's got what it takes to battle Cody here, as he's got the tire advantage. But you know, we've all seen Maverick. It's not the plane, it's the pilot. Al Radecki driving into the corner. On the outside, he's going to have the outside line of the 17, so he should be able to have position. 10 laps to go. The 17 drives it in the corner, trying to protect that position. The 13 starting to make his way towards the 78. So now we got to worry about that 72, as he looks really, really strong right now. He is also on fresh tires, so Garrett Kinder about 45 lap older tires than these two right here. He's doing all that he can. And look at Michael Kostick back there in 5th place. He is coming quick. So I don't know what's about to happen here. Check back here. Like I said, he pitted on lap 97, so he has the freshest tires out of everybody here. He's got to go. Cofield right behind him. Is he going to run out of time? I think he doesn't have enough time to get up there and battle for the win, but we'll see. It's Al Radecki. I don't know what happened to him. He's got some sort of issue here. The whole back end of that car is gone. Try to go back a couple laps. We're watching a replay right now to see what happened. Gets that thing going. And for some reason, the back end is gone off that car. Don't want to spend too much time. He gets out of the groove a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, gets into the wall, loses the back bumper. So Kostick to the outside of the 17. He will take over 4th place. Allen sort of limping around now after that contact with the outside wall. Up front, though, looked like Garrett Kinder was getting pretty close, but Cody able to stretch it back out. And Garrett Kinder had a bad lap last time by. 4 laps to go here. As Cossack down to the inside. Going to be able to most likely get that third place. Oh, slides up. Not able to make it. Drove a little bit too hard into the corner trying to make that pass. And still has the inside line, but see if he can make the pass here. Almernicki's still driving hard after that contact with the wall. Three car not able, even with those fresher tires, not able to make that pass. Doing all he can. You see the 3 sliding into the corner, trying to get as much position as he can, but not able to make that happen. As Cody Bame starting to back up to the 13 with only 2 laps to go. White flag for Cody Bame as he goes down into turn 1. Garrett Kinder falls back just a tad bit. So with a great strategy call and a little bit of luck from the cautions, Cody Bame goes down into 3 and 4. 13 not even close to try to put a bumper to him, and comes off the corner. And Cody Bame will take the win at Nashville Fairgrounds. And Mike Kostick able to recover and finish in 3rd place with a hell of a drive back up through the field. Come home in 3rd. Garrett Kinder in 2nd with a fantastic drive, limping around on those old tires. Stayed out, finished 2nd with tires that he got on lap 41. So just impressive all the way around. What a great race. A little bit of cautions, but dang, that was a lot of fun. So burnouts going. Oh, as 13 gets clobbered there on the front stretch as the Rebels rumble has started after the race. Not only do the winner get to celebrate, but everybody does. As a Cofield comes, or no, that's a Matt Clement comes in, and everybody's toe up. But Cody Bame, your winner here tonight. Congratulations to Cody. Let's talk to some drivers. As far as the Hard Luck Award winner, I had to give that out to Aaron Adcock, your Cofield Asphalt, for finishing Hard Luck Award winner. Aaron Adcock drove all the way up to the field and then gets a little bit loose, makes contact, and that ends his night. He finishes in 22nd place. Well, let's talk to some drivers. Let's see what they thought, and let's get some opinions from them. Let's start with Michael. This is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Eddie.
Well, man, that was good Lord, that was exciting. That was a lot of fun. Man, you stayed out there on those old tires. I was critical of you, but unfairly so, because you don't know what other guys are going to do. And but man, you come down pit road, go all the way back to about 16th, and drove all the way back up to 3rd place, man. Fantastic drive, really awesome job. Talk about the race. Maybe what you needed to maybe get back up there and get the win.
Yeah, I was kind of sleeping there when Kinder went into pit road earlier, so I kind of figured I dug my grave there. But when Cody got by me there, he went flying by. My car was too hard to handle at that point. I had to come down and get tires. But it was I think one less caution or one more caution I could have gave him a run for their money, but it just wasn't enough time to make moves.
Well, tell me, how were you able to drive? I mean, you were up there trading blows with guys that had 40 lap fresher tires. Is there a certain cliff that it starts to fall off? 40 laps seems to not be that much difference. I mean, you were a little bit slower than those guys, but they couldn't make the pass. Just how the track is. Is there a certain cliff where at this point, laps like 80 laps or something, that's just too much? I got to come down and get tires.
Yeah, I would say probably around 75, 80. It's just I couldn't get the throttle down soon enough off the corner, and even if I could get a better drive off coming off the corner, they would catch me down the straightaway. But yeah, I was just trying to take their line away and be as big of a pain in the ass as I could.
Well, I think you did a fantastic job and be able to drive up through the field. I said he's not going to be able to make it back up through there. It's going to be tough, especially with cautions at the end. But man, proved me wrong as you drove all the way back up to 3rd place and you were scooting for sure. So congratulations, man. Third place finish. As always, man, who you got to thank? Sponsors, shout outs.
Thank you for doing the broadcast. All the admins in the league, Bubba Wallace for what he does for this series, and my teammates at Bandit Motorsports.
All right. Well, congratulations, Mike. Looking forward to seeing how you do in the playoffs. I know you made the playoffs, so congratulations and good luck.
All right, man, appreciate it.
All right, let's talk to Garrett Kinder. Garrett Kinder's Eddie. You got me?
I got you, Eddie. What's up?
Well, man, you were kind of stuck in second place and different leaders, and you got up there and led a few laps. Got a little bit off sequence, but man, impressive drive. You pitted last on lap 41, and able to get up there, and I thought you was going to be battling for the win there with Cody, who pitted on lap 87. So, talk about your race, man. How much fun was it? It looked like it was a lot of fun, but you were up there battling for the lead all night long.
Yeah, man. It I was kind of nervous, going into this race. The setup was really, really loose until you get some heat in the tires. But man, it proved me wrong. There at the end of the race, it seemed like Tyler Rice and I were side by side for hell. It would seem like 20 laps. I mean, it was fun just duking it out. And yeah, I tried a little bit. I knew we were going to make it on fuel, so I played the long game, trying to pit early and then hopefully let it go green and be able to get the lead that way. But man, yeah, Cody, man, he played that pit strategy right. It was fun battling. Battled with Cofield quite a bit, battled with Caustic a little bit, battled with Tyler. So man, it was fun.
Yeah, it looked like a blast. I mean, this track always delivers. We saw you get close a couple times to Cody. How were you able to get close to him? And it seemed like you would, every 3 or 4 laps, you'd get close to him, and then you would fall back. What maybe a little bit extra did you need? Was he making mistakes? What was causing that sort of rubber band effect?
No, it was in his mind. I think that he had, the 40 lap pressure tires, and he didn't need to overdrive. And that's what the product was. I was just overdriving it, trying to send it, and just trying to hold on that P2 spot. And that's pretty much what got me to his bumper. I was getting a lot more entry speed than he was, but man, exit off, he was definitely quicker because I had a lot of tire spin. But man, just if anything, I should have played my pit strategy a little different, and I think it would have turned out different. But man, it was fun.
All right, man. Well, floor is yours. Sponsor shout out. So you got.
Man, for one, big shout out to Cody. It's a great win, fun race. Thanks to Brandon for putting this series together. It's man, these cars are amazing. I love racing them. You need to get in here and race them with us some more. It's fun. Got to thank Kinder Farm and Ranch and Ratchet Speed Shop. Love to have them on board. Got Ratchet Speed Shop on the hood on this ride. So big shout out to Ratchet. Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers. If you want to keep your stuff hot and keep your stuff cold for cheaper and longer than anybody else, make sure you check out Big Frig and Cross 5 cattle coolers at bigfrig.com. Ray Page and Andy over at Wolfpack Racing, great guys to know. All my teammates were at Reaper Racing, and Cody's one of them. Brandon, he was up there for a little bit, I think, till he got dumped or something. Just all the guys over here that run this Arca series, man, it's fun. And of course, all my short track guys over at Velocity. It's I guess I could kind of accredit some of this to them. They've taught me quite a bit on the short track stuff.
All right, man. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, thank you.
Well, let's bring in the man of the hour, Cody Bame. Cody, this Eddie in the booth got me.
Yes, sir. Hi, Guy. How you doing?
Oh, man, fantastic race, dude. You started in 9th place and made a great pit strategy call there to come down and get those tires, and just watch you run a clinic there on the top side, going where they ain't, and making passes on the outside with those fresh tires, able to get up to the front and then survive, man. Talk about your race. And specifically talk about whenever you took those tires on lap 87 and you kind of felt the wind kind of go out of some other guys' sails who had old ones, and you're able to make some time up on the outside.
Yeah, I think the first or second lap or whatever the first caution was, I got hooked into the fence there, so that kind of sucked. But after that, I kind of rode around. And I just stayed out because I didn't want to be behind the wrecks, being that I didn't have a fast repair. So I just stayed out, and I got really lucky. Just picked the perfect caution to come pit. I think everybody else behind me pit too, so that definitely helped. And then I was just able to get I was able to drive it in so deep and just keep guys on the bottom that I was able to just keep my momentum around the top, and it propelled me to the front.
Well, with those restarts at the end, I mean, you had some fresh tires, even more coming. Michael Kostic, Jonathan Cofield. How confident were you on those last couple restarts? Having the lead, being able to control the restarts, and pretty much the fresher tires up there. How confident were you on the last 20, 10, 15, 20 laps?
I mean, it was kind of 50-50 because I mean, I knew Warnicki and Kostic, they were both, they were both much faster than I was. Just when we'd have the same tires, but I knew that if I can control the restarts and Josh and Kinder were both on older tires, I just figured, hopefully they would just kind of hold them up just enough, and we'd run out of time. But that's pretty much how it ended up, just because it was so hard to pass. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how I was able to stay out in front.
Well, congratulations, man! Fantastic win. I mean, it was fun to watch all race. I mean, this car track combo put on a show. I thought it looked like it was a blast to race. So congratulations on the win, man. That's huge. I mean, if you're gonna if you I don't know what the percentage is, but if you made enough races, that should punch your ticket into the playoffs. So that's pretty exciting. But as always, man, at the end of these things, who you got to thank? Any sponsors, shout outs, anything like that?
Yeah, I gotta shout out first off you for broadcasting all the races. I mean, you're awesome to race with, but you're also awesome in the booth, and I gotta thank uh, Kinder and Oswald. I mean, we all race so clean, and I mean I raced everybody clean tonight, but those guys, I raced with them a lot, and I wouldn't want to race with anybody else, honestly. But them and everybody at Original Rebels for putting this league on and giving me something to do on Friday after work. So I mean, I had a hell of a time.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the win, man. Go celebrate. Drink a couple beers for me. And
Thanks, man.
we'll
I
see
got
you
some
next
old
week.
Smoky out here right now.
Come on. All right.
Later.
There he is, Cody. I cut him off. My bad, Cody. But there's your winner. And congratulations on a fantastic race and a great pit call there. As these are the practice results. Let's go ahead and get the race results up there. Cody Bain, Garrett Kinder, Mike Kostick, Al Renecki with that damage able to hold on for fourth place. Jonathan Cofield recovers for fifth. Josh Oswald sixth. Matt Clemens with a great finish there at seventh. William Griffith in eighth. Michael Nash ninth. Mickey Isaac 10th. Chris Reese 11th. 12th is Kai Shepard 13th. Tyler Rice 14th. Brandon Wallace 15th. Chuck Pegleg Phelps 16th is Dave Jones. 17th, Jake Cunningham. 18th, Stephen McDonald. 19th, Thomas Sly. 20th, Jason Lodgers. 21st, Aaron Adcock. 22nd, Greg Froenick. And 23rd is Jason Warren. Well, want to thank Brandon Wallace, all the admins who helped put the shows on and help get these things going. The Arca Series, obviously one of the best in Original Rebels as far as competition and excitement. This series, it delivers almost every week. So can't wait for the playoffs to get started. We've got a few races in these playoffs as I try to bring up this schedule right here in front of my face. And we have 7 races. Got 2 rounds. You got round 1 starting next week at Dover, Atlanta, Iowa. That'll be a fun round. And you have Bristol, Homestead, Rockingham, another knocking out of the park round for round 2, and then Charlotte to crown a champion. So 7 races left, 7 weeks, and we're going to be crowning a new Arca champion. But it all starts next week at Dover, and you'll have 3 rounds to get in. Winning, you're in. Going to be a lot of fun. So definitely check that out. So it looks like we're going down to 12, and then 8, and then 4. So it looks like the top 12 are the ones going to be in. It doesn't exactly say, so I could be wrong, but I think it may, with only 2 rounds, really, looks like maybe 12 drivers. And we'll go ahead and see if we can pull that up right now and give you an idea of where everybody's at. Of course, none of this is official until Brandon posts it. And but right now, your 12th place driver is Mickey Isaac. However, we've got some guys: Jason Warren, Greg Froenick, Garrett Kinder, and now Cody Bain with wins outside the top 12. So if you're if you're Josh Oswald, William Griffith, Matt Clement, Mickey Isaac, you don't really feel that good, as there are 4 guys behind you with wins. So we'll see how the official standings play out. The Arca series has a rule where if you've won the championship before, you can't run for points. So we'll see how that all plays out. Check Discord and see where you end up as Brandon posts the final playoff standing. So, but congratulations again to Cody Bain. Fantastic race. All the drivers in the field tonight. Great job. And thanks everybody for watching. We will see y'all next week as we hit Dover, Delaware, Dover Downs. See y'all later.